Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Jessica Jones, case number 18. I'm going to be very sad that I can't say there's going to be a 19 or further. This is the big goodbye, as it says up on top, so let's get started. Basically, Jessica Jones, with all of her past and all of her crazy life, she gets contacted by this girl who comes along and says, "Hey, I've been dating the armadillo." And he shows up missing once in a while. I know, oxymoron, let it go. And I don't think he really appreciates how much I love him and this, that, and the other thing. And he's really a human being. He's a good person, and he just he keeps getting himself into trouble. So Jessica goes and starts hawking down a bunch of different superheroes, namely all of the books that Brian Michael Bendis is writing or the characters that he's created. Or just others who he loves a lot, like Spider-Man is in here, the Amazing Spider-Man. Anyway, so eventually she comes across and finds Knucklehead, the armadillo. And it's funny because Armadillo's always been a really cool character to me. He's always been that guy who, he's not a bad guy, he's mostly a Captain America villain. But it's hard to even call him a villain necessarily. Anyway, this is just, there's a lot in here about him. She finally tracks him down and has a conversation with him and sees if she can't get him to go back home. But, she is Jessica Jones, and she's a little more crass than she is compelling. But it is what it is. And this was a really great issue because it took the focus off of her, and yet you still got to see her shine. This was a fantastic book. And I gotta say, the very best part, as typical, is the end, the end credits here, where Brian Michael Bendis just does all of this. This is all just him talking to us and telling us about the creation of Jessica Jones. I know all this stuff, but it was nice hearing some of this other stuff. How he's sitting down in a restaurant with oh crap, not David Goyer. David? It was David something, right? Anyways. David Mack, there we go. He's sitting with David Mack and having lunch, and next to him are some people talking about Jessica Jones because of the TV series. And I thought, that is so cool. That's like a dream come true. You create this character and all these years ago, and suddenly she becomes a TV star. Of all people, Jessica Jones, right? Alias, really? And boom, people are just talking about her like she's a real person and how much they love her character. And they don't even realize the creator is right next to them. I wonder if he actually went over and said something. I don't know. That's cool, though. That is so cool. But, whether he did or not, the idea is that anybody who's sitting in a restaurant during lunchtime having a conversation about Jessica Jones is going to be thinking now, looking left and right in their memory, was I sitting next to Brian Michael Bendis? Was that me he was talking about? He's a really good writer. Is he just making this stuff up? I'm good with it. So there's a lot of shout outs in here. Also, a new character that he's working on who's going to be similar to Jessica Jones over in DC Comics. He has a conversation about her. So there's a lot in here. There's a whole lot in here, and I'm loving it. Also, there's the promise that Jessica Jones will return. And this is what you get. You gotta be kidding me, right? That's awesome. In the fall. So the leaves are coming, and once they start falling all around, I almost broke into a Led Zeppelin song right there. Jessica Jones will be back. New artist, new everything, and whether it's true or not, Bendis is a perfect class act, and he states, unadulterated, that he had a conversation with the new writer, the new creative team for Jessica Jones, as it's going to be coming out this fall, and he's really pleased with where it's going, and he promises he's going to be buying and reading every single issue. Bendis is like an absolute gentleman. Just, there we go. Just remember, gentlemen have pistols at dawn, so don't mess with them. Anyway, fantastic. I'm giving this an A. I would give it an A+, but it's the end. And I'm really sad because, here's for the most part, the original creative team on this dude. And I didn't realize he's taking Michael Gaydos with him. Dude, who does that? So, yeah, maybe this should get an A-. I'm going to leave it an A. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.